microphone was muted. Hi, everyone. My name is Noah. This is going to be a live tour. This is going to be a tour all about dining here on campus. Josh is going to be our tour guide for the day. But if you guys do have any questions at all, please feel free to put them in the chat. Any questions you have, we'll be happy to answer them. If you're watching this as a pre-recorded video, you'll be getting questions. So thank you, everyone. So sorry for the delay. And yeah, so Josh, take it away.
Am I unmuted? Okay, can you hear me? All good?
Perfect. You sound great.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so hi guys, my name is Josh. I'm a tour guide on campus. So what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to take you around, take you one in the dining halls. I'm going to talk about dining and some different dining options that we have here on campus. So right behind me, right here, this is Philbrock Dining Hall. This is one of the 3 different dining halls that we have on campus. This one is located very conveniently next to 2 freshman-only dorms, Christensen and Williamson. They're both very popular large freshman dorms, so it's literally not even a 2-minute walk from your dorm room to go get food. As far as dining halls go, like I said, we have one of 3. And basically how the dining halls work is that you can choose between one of 3 meal plans. All of the meal plans are unlimited swipes. So that means you can go in as much as you want and eat as much as you want, like whenever you want. So they're open from 7 to mostly 9 at night. And then Philbrock Hall here, they do late night food until like 1 in the morning, which is really cool. So that's like basically they'll do after 9 to 1, they'll do like fries and burgers and like munchy late night food, I call it. So that's here. So there's dining options all throughout the day for that. Basically, the food here, it's very, very good. We're normally ranked top 20 in the nation as far as food goes. And part of that is just like the food that they offer. Normally a couple times a month, they'll do like themed dinner nights. Some popular ones that they do are like every season, they'll do a local harvest dinner. So they'll do one for the fall, the winter, the spring. And what that, when they do at those dinners is they basically bring in food from around the community and they'll make it all locally sourced food for the students. Normally at those dinners, they have like lobster mac and cheese and like apple cider donuts from nearby and fresh apple cider from like farms down the road. It's all very, very good. So they'll do that. They'll also do like themed nights as far as like Italian night or like Latin night or Mexican night. They'll do those sorts of themed food and they do those normally once or twice a month. And they're always really good food. I live off campus, so I don't necessarily do dinner all the time, but on campus. But when they do the special nights, I always come on campus because they are like extra good. So that's a little bit about the dining halls in general. A little bit about like the dining hall initiatives at the university in general. We really push for to be as sustainable as we can possibly. We're ranked one of 9 like stars platinum highest rated sustainability schools in the nation. So what that means in forms of dining is that dining is very conscious about the waste that they produce. Normally, a few times during the semester, they'll do food waste studies. So they'll take like all the leftover food that the students have and they'll create data so that we as a student body can know how much food that we're wasting and so that we're like informed and only eating as much as we need to. Also, the leftover food in general, they'll take it and we'll see when we go inside in a moment. Like the food carousel where students leave their leftover food, they compost all that leftover food and they'll put it and they'll use it in the gardens and stuff that we grow, like aquaponic vegetables and such that are in the dining halls and on all the farm and agriculture land, like down the road on campus, which is really cool that we do that as well. And then another thing we do is all like the leftover cooking oil, we'll take that and we'll convert it into biodiesel that the buses run off of. So these are all different things that dining takes in consideration so that we can become more sustainable, like all around, but in particular dining that way. So I guess what we'll do now is we'll go inside and I'll give you the grand tour.
So yeah, Josh is heading into one of 3 dining halls here on campus. Yeah, there's Philbrook, Holloway Commons, and then there is Stillings. And the cool thing about all the dining halls, no matter where you live on campus, you're never more than 5 minutes away from a dining hall. So.
Yes. So as we head in here, we're going to head on inside. How the dining halls are all set up is that yeah, so how the dining halls are set up, there's a bunch of different food stations. So basically whatever you want, you never have whatever you want for the day. So we'll start over here. Probably one of the most popular stations is the pizza pasta station. So every day they'll have pizza and pasta, that kind of comfort food. So we can get a look at it here. They always try to have like 2-3 different types of pizzas ready it up during the day. Sometimes they'll do like Big Mac pizza. That's actually my favorite, or like buffalo chicken barbecue. They're very creative with their types of pizza. Over here, we have the salad bar. Or at least I use it a lot. They have different types of lettuce. And then on the other side, you can kind of see they have all the toppings you would want and dressings for your salads. So there's that as well. My favorite station is the dessert station. My favorite part about coming to the dining halls is the desserts that they cook up. Today, it looks like they've got some cakes and brownies and cookies out. But some of my favorites still do like churros and homemade cannolis. I'll probably have like 4 mini cannolis when I come here and they have those out, or like the churros and Nutella. Those are like my favorite. So we'll kind of come down this way. So next they have basically the stir fry bar. So you can basically get a plate. You can fill it up with some veggies over. We'll see that station in a moment, but you can put some meats, or you can ask them to stir fry some meat up for you. You can choose your combination of shrimp, beef, and chicken. The beef, all of them are local meats, which is also really cool. And they'll cook it right up on the flat top for you, right in front of you. And with the vegetables and everything, it's probably my favorite thing to get at the dining hall, honestly, just because it's so fresh and they make it literally right in front of you, custom to you. So that's there. And then we'll move down this way. So this is what we call mainline. So every day it's like the daily dish or the mainline dish. So today they've got some sliders and some chicken fingers, and they always have vegetables because we gotta eat our vegetables and stay healthy as college students. Over here, this again, like the stir fry options, you can put in your vegetables for your stir fry. On the other opposite kind of side of this is the yogurt bar. They always have like 3 different types of yogurt: vanilla, plain, strawberry, and a bunch of different fruit mix-ins and granolas you can use. Right over here is our allergen friendly station. So here at UNH, we have a special, like people that have special dietary needs. We have a unique, like dedicated dietitian that will cater to whatever your dining needs are. There's always this special station that they keep like vegan options and vegetarian options and like gluten-free, and all like the big main food allergies are normally accommodated by the station, but everybody has different food sensitivities and allergies. So if you're like very specific and allergic to a bunch of million things, you can always get in contact with the dietitian, and they'll make special, they'll make like a special workout. They'll make it work for you based on your individual needs. So whatever you may need, dining's definitely got it covered for you. And then just kind of the last station in this main room is the grill line. Normally the grill line is like chicken burgers, fries, but they'll also do like a bunch of different bars. Sometimes they'll do like a nacho bar or a burrito bar or a Bami bar. They'll do a bunch of different bars that they'll normally switch up at this grill station here. So that's it for mostly like this main room. So then there's more to the dining hall. So we'll come around here. My favorite, the froyo machine. One of them's out of order right now, which is mad unfortunate. But when they're both optional, like 4 different types of froyo with a bunch of different toppings on it. So good. Over here, we have our drink station. Shout out to the Blue Powerade. Blue Powerade's my favorite thing to get. But we have a bunch of juices and water, soda, whatever you like to drink, there's something for you.
Well, Josh,
over here is our gluten-free section. Yeah, question?
Yeah, we do have one question. And they ask, is there a lot of seating in the dining halls?
Oh, yeah, there's like plenty of seating. So this is just like one of the big rooms that they're sitting in. So there's this room right here. You can't see it because of how the walls are sectioned, but to the right of this room and to the left of this room, there's 2 big rooms just like this. And it's copied the same way on the other side of the dining hall. In my personal experience, like there's always a place for me to sit. A lot of times, like during lunch, like I'll eat alone. Like a lot of people eat alone. You're on the go, and there's just like a lot of people will just be sitting at like smaller tables by themselves. I have never like run into a situation where like there hasn't been like a table alone for me to sit at. So plenty of seating. Also, like in the past, like I've gone to dinner with like a bunch of my friends on my floor. Like there's been 8 or 10 of us at multiple points. And I always say, like, no matter how big your group is, like there's always going to be tables to accommodate like whatever group size, whatever you're looking for. Like there's plenty of space. And we still have from COVID before they had like these barriers up. So if you're still like a little COVID conscious and you don't want to have the spread, we still have some seating options that have the barriers up if you want to be more isolated and safe that way, if that interests you. But yeah, good question. So this station right.
Sorry about that. For some reason, they got kicked off the Zoom. Sorry about that. For some reason, they Oh, so we do have a question, and they do say, in the allergy area, is all of the food free of all allergens? If I'm only gluten-free, is my food also going to be soy-free? So. Awesome. So all about the allergies. So there are stuff like gluten-free and free of all. So yeah, it is certain allergens, stuff like gluten-free and soy-free. You would work with a dietitian specifically, and they would work with you to. So yeah, it's not exclusively all going to be soy-free or egg-free. Mainline is specifically just for vegan and vegetarian and gluten-free as well. So mainly specific on gluten. My favorite food in the dining hall, I would have to say, my favorite food in the dining hall is got to be the stir fry. Stir fry is so customizable, very customizable. Yeah, lots of. So, but yeah, sorry about the delay, everyone. They got kicked off the call. But yeah, that is Philbrock Dining Hall. That's one of 3 dining halls we do have here on campus. Yeah. So even though I am a junior, I still have a meal plan. I live on campus. I love all of the dining hall food. A really cool thing is you're able to use the UNH app. If you use the UNH mobile app, if you use with the UNH mobile app, you're able to see a 10-day schedule of all of the different dining halls. So if you see that, Philly, Friday nights, they have the stir fry, you know where to go. You can get that. But at the other dining halls, so let's say Holloway Commons, HOCO for short, they do have HOCO has a lot of great other options as well. So yeah, sorry for the delay, everyone. We do apologize. Oops. Oops. So it looks like they are, they should be able to pop in. They are. Sorry, everyone. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Do apologize for the technical difficulties. What is the meeting? It's what makes the dining halls? Yeah, so that's a great question. We do have another question. What makes the dining halls different? So the main thing with Philly is a lot of like hands-on stuff, like customization. So the stuff that Josh was showing, the salad bar, the burrito bar, all of that stuff, you really get to make it your own.
Okay, yeah, we're all good.
So sorry about that, everyone. Oops.
All right, we all good? We back?
Yeah, actually, if you want to tell Hope to turn on and off the rotation lock, the camera's like
flip. Oh, can you turn the rotation lock?
On and off, yeah.
On and off.
Yeah, and then see if that adjusts that.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Everything all good?
Perfect. Yeah. So sorry, everyone. You can take it away, Josh. So sorry.
Yeah, awesome. Sorry.
Oh. What the heck? Oh, wait. So sorry, the technical, I don't know what's happening with the technology today, but sorry, like I was saying, the main differences with all of the dining halls. So Philly is more customization. You can really make your own food, make that burrito, make that stir fry how you really like it. But somewhere like Hoko, Holloway Commons, that is definitely like a bigger option. They do have more food. They do have, oops. Yeah, Hoko is definitely bigger. They have the cheesy bread at Hoko, and it's just like pizza. It's just like a little slice of pizza, but it's all cheese, everything you could ever need. Oops, perfect. You guys are back now.
Yeah, I heard your cheesy bread conversation a little bit. I'm more of a monkey bread guy. Monkey bread is basically like they do cinnamon sugar bread and they have like cream cheese icing. There's a little debate whether the cheesy bread or the monkey bread is better. I'm team monkey bread, but anyway. So yeah, I think we're back. We're good. So that was the sandwich station that's there. So walking to like the very back of the dining hall, past the sandwich station, if you wanted to like make a heated up grilled cheese or a panini or something like that. We have panini presses. One of my like creative dining hall hacks was to get like pulled chicken and like add barbecue sauce to it and make it like a grilled barbecue chicken panini. All my friends like tried it out. They were raving about it. It made me feel like, I don't know, pretty cool that I had like a cool dining hall hack. But in the back here, this is like the soup station. So there's normally 3, 4, 5 different types of soups that they have out, oyster crackers. So if you're in the mood for like soup and a sandwich, you can do that. And then it's the same thing on the other side, more panini presses, stuff like that. And somebody was asking about seating. So like, again, there's like plenty of seating around here. Well, kind of the way Philly is set up is kind of like very symmetrical on both sides. So it's essentially like the same thing. Both sides of the dining hall, there's some like more bigger rooms in here. And then the same thing on this side, another drink station. All different on this side is like the tea station and the coffee station. So if you're like into different types of coffee, fun fact, they have like all these different flavors of coffee, right? So one of my friends that lives like on the other side of campus, he went to Hoko, one of the other bigger dining hall. Like that was literally close to him. He went there every day for breakfast. But like sometimes he'd come here and his favorite coffee was like the Snickerdoodle cookie coffee. And he loved it so much. And he came here to Philly like a few times and he was like, hey, there's no snickerdoodle coffee here. Like, why is that? It's at the other dining hall. So he reached out to like the directors and managers of the dining hall being like, hey, where's like the snickerdoodle coffee? And they're like, oh yeah, like we can make that happen. So my fun fact to tell on tour is like, oh, like my friends made it so that there's snickerdoodle coffee in this dining hall all the time. Little things, but I always say like dining listens to like whatever your concerns are. So yeah, if you want like a special type of coffee or like more meals or more types of meals more often, like they're very listening. You can reach out all the time and talk to them about dining. So kind of like the last area station that is in this dining hall anyway is the all day breakfast. Doesn't look like it's necessarily all day today. I think they're setting up for a special bar tonight. But in the morning and through lunchtime, they'll make pancakes like for you, whatever you want, like chocolate chip, berries, whatever you want. You just bring your toppings on. They'll make pancakes, omelets, breakfast sandwiches. You just like basically down this way. There'll be like a bunch of toppings over there. You can pick your toppings, put them in a bowl, and then you can come up to the person at the grill and tell them like if you want an omelet or a breakfast sandwich or whatever you want. You tell them what you want to make, and they'll make it right there in front of you. They give you a little number. It's a pretty organized system. There's Martyr sitting over this way. And then before I run to this table, last part is like cereal waffle bar. There's a million different types of cereal. My favorite one to play around with, I don't know if they have it anymore. It's like grape nuts. They have it at Hoco. They like are super absorbent cereal. Like my freshman roommate and I, like we would play this game of how much like milk and water the grape nut could absorb. And it was like more than you would expect. So yeah, there's like the waffles and the cereal stations over there. And then last kind of part is the toaster bagel station. So if you want like a bagel in the morning, something simple, you can go, there's like English muffins and stuff. You just put it in the toaster, toast it how much you want. And then that's there. There's peanut butter, Nutella, applesauce, cream cheese, all that good stuff over there to top your bagels and toast stuff with. So that's all there too. So that kind of like inside tour, at least the other dining hall. So we're going to go walk a little bit, go see a couple of the food trucks. So that's where we're going to head off to do now. Hello. Hello. Yeah. So this is what we call Philbrock Cafe. So in a couple of the dining halls, this one in Stillings Hall, we have a couple like cafe style restaurants. This one is closed. It opens pretty soon though. They open at 4. So basically what this is, it's like they're open later than the dining halls and open to like 1 or 2 a.m. And basically they're like you can get sandwiches, burgers, hot wraps, like they'll make it right there for you, chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks, all the good stuff. I also say they're like mini gas convenience stores. Like they have chips and snacks and pretzels. Ben and Jerry's is really popular. Also like toothpaste and just like toiletry stuff if you needed like something basic. They sell like mac and cheese and ramen, so like quick stuff to make in your dorm. You can just come down here and get it. I didn't talk about earlier with the dining halls, like the main difference between these three is what we call the amount of dining dollars that you get. So dining dollars would be used at this place, Philly Cafe or Wild Kitty, which is very similar to Philly Cafe. And basically the difference between the dining like dollars and the plans is just how many dining dollars you get. 1 is 200, 1 is 300. So that's just the basic difference. You can use them as your semester goes. It's just basically how you preference it. Where we're gonna go a little bit later, there's like a cafe in the library and in a couple of the academic buildings. You can use your dining dollars there as well. There's also a Dunkin'. I don't know if you can still use the dining dollars there. You used to before, but at least you can use them at Dunkin', I'm pretty sure as well. We won't pass there, but there is a Dunkin' Donuts on campus, which is a huge plus if you're a New Englander. So that's a little bit about Philly Cafe. They also run through Grubhub. So like if you're in your dorm and you're like, I don't really want to wait that long for my food when I get down there, you can in your dorm like order from Grubhub exactly what you want, like your dining dollars and all that can connect to the app. We have like an on-campus school. You can connect your account to that. And then like by the time you leave your dorm, like couple minute walk, it's ready by the time you get here. So that's pretty cool too. Move along here. What this is over here is like basically where people leave their backpacks. You can't bring your bag into the dining hall, but like if you needed to bring your computer or something to work inside, like you can bring that. They just don't want bags in there. Again, more space here. So where we're gonna head now, we're gonna head outside and head a little bit down the road. We're gonna stop at one of the coffee food carts.
Yeah. And then as Josh just did point out, the Philly Cafe, I got to agree, I do love the Philly Cafe.
My favorite from Philly Cafe is the mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too. The mozzarella sticks are absolutely delicious. And yeah, you can use those dining dollars. You're able to get a discount as well. So, and you can also just pay with like cash and card as well. So. So our next stop, we are heading to one of the little food trucks here on campus. So there are a couple of different trucks on campus, and they have breakfast food. They have stuff like that. So and during the school year, something like Philbrock, that is open until about 9 p.m. So it opens at about 7:30 and about till 9 p.m. So you're really able to go throughout the day. You never have to worry about like Philly's closing for lunch. So like if it's going from breakfast to lunch, you never have to worry about that. They do it just automatically. And so you never have to be like, oh, Philly is closed from 11 to noon. You're able to go no matter what and always get what food you need. So
if anyone's interested where we're walking, like we just kind of walked by one of the dorm buildings, and then we're going to just kind of go across the street here, kind of into the academic core of things. So as we pass by, if you're interested in like the buildings that we're passing by, they're just academic buildings. So like in between classes, one of the nice things about the food carts is like you can leave class and like there's a coffee cart or something right there that you can just like get a quick coffee and be to class in time with a brand new coffee. Definitely nice if you have 8 a.m.s like me every day and you need a little pick me up.
Oh, we do have one question, and they ask, are you able to use something like dining dollars at like these food trucks on the trucks on campus?
So as far as the dining dollars that are included with your meal plan, the food trucks are kind of like their separate entity. There's another like debit card system that we have called Cat's Cash. That's basically like you use that for printing and laundry. And I'm pretty sure at least one of the food trucks takes Cat's Cash. Some other like local businesses downtown do take Cat's Cash. Like I know the juicery that does like smoothies, they take Cash. Domino's downtown will do Cat's Cash. So there's a lot of different options. Maybe not the food cards that will do dining dollars, but there is like that debit Cat's Cash system that you can use money on other dining options that are on your nearby campus. So this is Ramones. Unfortunately, Ramones has been closed for a week. Ramon, unfortunately, has had to have heart surgery, but he's doing okay now. As a UNH community, we've recently raised over $10,000 to like help pay for that surgery because like we love what they do on campus so much. So sending Ramon well wishes and hope he gets better soon. But when things are normally operating and everything is well, Ramones is like, there's a huge line, not, but it still goes pretty fast. They offer like coffee, iced coffee, cold brews, breakfast sandwiches and bagels. They'll do other lunch food like sandwiches and different rice bowls and stuff like that. Sometimes they'll even have like a merch shop, so you can get like Ramones t-shirts and stickers and stuff like that. So this is basically, the food carts are open from like 7 to 2:30. So they're mostly like breakfast and lunchy options, if you choose to do like something quick like that. But this is just one of the food trucks that we have, where we'll see another one later. But where we're going to walk into now is Kingsbury Hall, the engineering building. It's just like a little bit down the way, where we can go in, and there's like another lunchy option that you can use your dining dollars at. So these like little cafes, they're again like more breakfasty, lunchy options. They also, like, you can buy snacks, so like chips and pretzels, drinks and stuff in between classes. There's one in the engineering building that we're about to go into. There's another one in the Paul College of Business, and then there's a third one. It's a little bit smaller in the library. We won't go see the Paul College of Business one or the library one, but basically in the library, I call it like a mini Starbucks because they do serve Starbucks coffee, but it's basically just like the hot and iced coffee. They don't have any of the refreshers, unfortunately. But like they still have the coffee, another popular, and they also still have like all the flavor syrups. So like a really popular thing people do is they'll make like it, I call it an imitation Aroma Joe's Rush. It's like a Red Bull with the flavor syrups. My super guilty pleasure every time I go to the library. I'm like, ooh, like I really don't need the caffeine today, but they're so good. So how can you not? Also in the library, my other guilty pleasure when I get my Red Bulls is they have these like gigantic cookies that are like super cheap. They're like $1.50 for a cookie. So I normally will go get a cookie, get a Red Bull, get a sugar high, and then like try to study with all that energy that I have. So that's mostly what's in the library cafe. They also have like, grab and go sandwiches and salads and stuff like that, bagels and all that. They actually have like pastries and stuff that kind of go along with the Starbucks in there. So that's more of the library option. And then in the Paul College of Business one, they have like, you can make your own salad, you can make your own sandwich bar. Again, they'll make breakfast sandwiches there for you. Different types of toast. You can customize whatever toast you want. And then the same type of thing, all the grab and go, like ready to go sandwiches. So if you're like in a quick pinch in between classes or something like that, and you need a quick bite, you can grab that from there. And all of these can use your dining dollars with. And they're really convenient that they're located in the academic buildings. So like if you have a class like back to back in the same building with like, if you're an engineering major or like a business major, you normally do. They're just there for your convenience. So what we're going to do real quick is go inside and I'll show you around into the engineering one, what we call Albert's.
We do have one question, Josh.
Yeah.
How far from like academic buildings are the food trucks? Are they pretty close by?
Are the food trucks from the academic buildings?
Yes.
Yeah, so they're like right in the center, like the food truck that we were just at. The social science building, the chemistry building, the engineering building, and the creative arts building, where like the music theater art majors, like it's right in the center of all of those buildings is one of them. And then over by like the physics, like the nursing and health and human services, and the life sciences, there's another food truck. So whether it's like one of these cafes or the food trucks or even the dining halls, like they're all within like max 3-minute walk, probably 2-minute walk from each other. So you don't have to walk too many steps without like not seeing a food option. Good question.
Thank you.
So as we kind of come in here, we'll kind of do a little tour. So this is kind of what I was talking about. Here at Albert's, they do something special during lunchtime. They have like, they partner with like a local soup company here that makes special types of soups, and they rotate them throughout the week. So if you really like soup, come to Albert's. But you can kind of see here, like they have the bagels, the muffins, kind of like all the grab and go, sandwiches and fruit. There's sushi down there as well if you're into sushi, gum, whatever. This is all you can use with your dining dollars. Again, like they'll make the coffee and the drinks in the back for you, and then kind of over there, there's like the chip display and stuff. So if you wanted a quick snack, You can grab that. But these are really nice, especially in between classes and such, to grab something quick if you're on the run, or for like a coffee or something to have during class. So we kind of got to look around in here. We'll stop kind of at our last stop down the end of the other food truck that we have on campus. That's the pie cart. So we'll talk about that a little bit more when we get there.
Oh, Josh, we do have another question regarding like takeout. Are there takeout options like in the dining halls?
Great question. So we do have takeout options in the dining halls. The amount you get like is based on your meal plan, but there's plenty like of takeout options. Like you should have enough to last you the semester. So the way we do takeout is basically you show your ID, they swipe it, they take like a takeout swipe, and you get this reusable box. So what you do is you can go in the dining hall and fill up as much food as you want inside the box. Like they're a pretty good sized box. Like you can fit like a lot of stuff. Like I've used a box, I put like 20 chicken fingers in a box before and it's lasted me a while. Or like me and my friends, like we'd all grab like a bunch of different boxes. One of my favorite nights is when they do like wing nights. It's like the last Wednesday of every month they'll have, or like during the Super Bowl and stuff, they'll have like different flavors of wings and stuff. And we would all go in with like a different to-go box and just fill it up with a different type of wing. And then we'd all go meet back at one of our rooms and we'd have like a bunch of wings and we could watch like the football game or something like that. But yeah, so you can use those boxes. And once you're done with the box, all you do is you bring it dirty back to the dining hall. They take it, they wash it, and then they can use it again. And when you hand that dirty box in, they'll give you a fresh new one. So basically, again, like if you knew like, hey, I'm not gonna like have a lot of time for lunch, but like, I just want a snack or something like that, you can go get like a takeout box, exchange it, take it with you for the day. And then if you want to do that the next day, you just go bring back the dirty box and get a new one and do it all over again.
Great, thank you. Yeah, and stuff like the to-go box, that's all part of continuing furthering like UNH's goals of sustainability. Instead of just throwing those dirty boxes away, they're able to wash those, reuse them, and so it's not just getting thrown away. It's not just like a one-time plastic use. Students are able to use those consistently and just make it less plastic waste on campus. And all of the residence halls, all of them have their own like recycling bins as well. So.
Yeah, definitely. Like the recycling box or like the reusable boxes are like super helpful as far as sustainability goes. But here we are. This is the other food truck that we have on campus. This is the Pie Company chart or food truck. So they have like a bunch of different stuff here. Again, they do like coffees, hot tea, homemade Arnold Palmer lemonade. Really, really good. But so mostly during the day, what they have here is they're like mini personal pies. So like sometimes you'll think of a pie and you're like, oh, like what? Like pumpkin pie, apple pie? Like what type of pies do they have here? Well, yeah, they have apple pie. But they also have like meat and like savory pies. So they change it up every season. They just changed the menu. So like they're kind of into the fall pies now. So some of them they have, one of them is like a Thanksgiving pie. I haven't had that one yet, but my roommate has actually. He said it's pretty good. Normally they have like a buffalo chicken or like a buffalo sort of pie. And then they have like other different meat pies, some beef savory one. So they have like 6 or 7 different pies you can choose from. The cart's open from like 7 to 2:30, just like the other cart normally is. This is actually like a really popular spot. A lot of times, like I'll walk by from class, and like I'll look at the pie like menu, and a lot of days they'll have like 1 or 2 crossed out because like they're just sold out for the day. They make the pies like fresh like the night before, the day before, and then they have an actual kitchen that they make them all in, and then they'll give it to the cart for the day. And it's just so popular among the students. Like sometimes they'll just sell out of things before they get to close, which is unfortunate. But they know like the next day they'll bring more pies because they know that they're super popular. So that's like a lot of mostly what there is here to eat, but they also do like other snacky stuff. They have like homemade granola bars and peanut butter bars and cookies and stuff like that that they make as well. Normally after like an exam that I'm like, did I do that good on it? Like, I'm not sure. Like, honestly, last week after my immunology test, like I needed a granola bar. So I came over here, I bought a granola bar. I sat on the bench when it was still like, not 40 and chilly. It was 60 and sunny, and I enjoyed myself. So yeah, there's definitely like the pies are the main thing here, but they also have like snacky stuff like that too. If you don't want a whole meal, you can stop in and do that. Um, that kind of mostly ends like most of the dining stuff we were going to talk about. Somebody had asked like where the food trucks are in perspective to like the academic buildings. Again, we'll just kind of display that. So like straight ahead, that's like Spalding Hall and Redmond, where the College of Life Sciences is mostly stationed. And then kind of like behind us a little bit to the left is Hewitt Hall, where the College of Health and Human Services, like the nursing is mostly stationed, the physics department in Demerit, and then like the College of Liberal Arts and Languages has a building over there between the trees and the earth sciences. So like I said it before, like these carts and all the food options are really like located close to your academic building. So there's plenty of time in between class if you're hungry to grab a snack, grab a meal, if you want to change it up from the dining halls. And then like the library, where the library coffee shop is just around the corner as well. So it's all pretty close nearby. Does anybody have any kind of last minute questions about dining at all? Anything you want to ask me?
Yeah, there are a couple of questions here.
Oh, good.
Yeah, this is kind of like a two-parter. Like can you talk about the dairy bar? Is it open year round?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure. Last year with COVID, the dairy bar had different hours. As far as I know right now, the dairy bar is open year round, last I checked. So basically the dairy bar, I'm getting a head nod from Hope as well. So I'm hearing that's pretty accurate. The dairy bar is really good. You can also use your dining dollars there, I'm pretty sure. At least you used to be able to. And they have different sandwiches there. A couple weeks ago, I went there actually. I got a pumpkin ice cream frap and like this not basil, pesto, like chicken sandwich. They were both very good. So the dairy bar, it's a little bit of a walk from like the academic buildings. But it's right next to our Amtrak station that we have on campus. So basically, like if you're waiting for a train to go into Boston or something like that, or like your commuter, it's right next to the commuter lot. So that's really close if you wanted to grab like something for the day at the dairy bar before you go to classes or after you're done classes, or if you're just on the weekend, you want to try something else, you can go there. They do have the ice cream, which is really good. I'm very big fan of the ice cream. They make bomb fraps. So yeah, they are open year round, really good food. They're also ranked one of the few green restaurants that we have in New Hampshire. Also, the dining halls are also ranked that way. So what that means is like how the restaurants are like thinking about their waste and thinking consciously. Like again, we talked about like the composting food and the recyclable boxes. So out of like all the restaurants in New Hampshire, like the dairy bar and the dining halls are like some of the select few and are held to the highest standard in the state, which is pretty cool. I think it's mostly student driven. We have like a big passion about sustainability in all natures, whether that be in food or academics. But it definitely with the food, we take it in stride. At like our hockey stadium and our football stadium, those are both like no waste facilities, we call them. So basically all the food that they use there, like they'll use compostable like packaging. So like if you get a sandwich, like the container that it's in is completely recyclable or compostable, or they'll use like recycled like plastics and stuff like that in those facilities, so that we're not like adding to any waste that way. So that's also kind of another way that food is integrated in the sustainability.
Great, thank you. We do have just one last question, and
Okay.
How many times can you like go to the dining hall in one day? Is there like a limit or anything like that?
Yeah, so you can go to the dining hall as many times as you want in a day. I'm trying to think of my record. It's pretty high. It's in the teens, low teens. Like freshman year, like we just had like the dining hall as like a meeting spot. So like we had our designated table. This is going to sound really nerdy, but we had like our table that like wherever somebody would be, like we'd go for lunch. I'd go with my friends, and then like a couple of us would have class, and we'd get up and leave, and like we'd be doing homework and just talking and doing whatever at the dining hall. And then like after class, we would come back, and there would be like a whole different set of people there. I say like we kind of cycled and rotated friends, if that makes sense, at the dining halls. But yeah, no, like you can go in and out as many times as you want. The meal plans are unlimited, so like you don't have to feel like pressured about, oh, like, you know, I already used like my 3 swipes for the day. No, like we have unlimited swipes. You can go in like me, like plenty of times. Even if you're like, oh, I'm not that hungry, like I only want French fries right now. You go in and have French fries, and then you're like, I kind of want a salad. Like literally 30 minutes later, like go do it. Like there's no limit, there's no cap. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. There are not any more questions. So I do want to say thank you so much for everyone who joined us today. I do apologize for the technical difficulties earlier, but if you do have any questions at all, please feel free to any questions all regarding, you know, admissions. You just want to connect with us at UNH. Feel free to follow us on Instagram at be a UNH Wildcat. Yeah, so that's at be a UNH Wildcat. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and then U of NH if you want to follow us on TikTok as well. If you do have any additional questions, please email admissions at unh.edu. And our next live tour is going to be in 2 weeks, November 30th, and is all going to be about dining.